22, 2019, we were surprised to read an article from the Manila Times, written no less by its chairperson emeritus, accusing the National Union of People's Lawyers, VERA files, the Philippine Center for Investigative Journalism, and Rappler, quoting an alleged highly praised source in the office of the President of an alleged plot to oust the Duterte government. By noon of the same day, presidential spokesperson Attorney Teodoro confirmed such an alleged plot and also showed the matrix previously of this at the Manila Times. At first, we found it amusing that we are being accused of conspiring to oust the Duterte government, especially so that we never issued any statement regarding the Picoy video, nor has anybody at the National Office viewed the said video. We are in fact clueless as to its contents. We also found it amusing that the Office of the President confirmed its alleged existence through its presidential spokesperson, who was shown grinning from ear to ear like a court jester when he showed the alleged matrix. However, while we are amused at the way the presidential spokesman presented it during the press briefing, we are deeply disturbed with the accusation. The matrix particularly included all our national officers as indicated in our brochure. After much consideration, we have decided to take the matter seriously. Indeed, it is very obvious that it is a fabricated accusation without any factual basis at all. However, the fact that the office of the President had the temerity to peddle such an obvious lie is a serious concern. It demonstrates the administration's lack of respect for the rule of law and further indicates what it can do to its critics. The presidential spokesperson's duty is not to amuse or entertain us. His duty is to inform the public of matters that are of public interest that emanated from the President. Whenever he stands in a briefing room and speaks, he speaks for the President and is dishing out policy statements or courses of action that the government is going to take. Thus, when Attorney Panelo confirmed the plot and showed the matrix, he was making an official announcement accusing those included in the matrix of an alleged wrongdoing. This is very dangerous. A presidential pronouncement, whether directly from the President himself or through his spokesperson or through any of his alter egos, are statements regarding official actions or directives that are required to be implemented. Remember his war on drugs. During his inaugural address, he declared that he will launch a program against illegal drugs to fulfill his campaign promise. On July 1, 2016, the day after Duterte took his oath of office, the PNP issued Command Memorandum Circular Number 16/2016, operationalizing the PNP's anti-illegal drug campaign called Double Barrel. The PNP issued the Memorandum Circular even without any written directives from the President. In fact, in the memorandum itself, it specifically stated that it was issued based on the President's inaugural speech. With regards to the metrics, even without any written directives from the President himself, and even after Attorney Panelo said that they have the intention of filing any case on the basis of the matrix, General Albayalde immediately issued a public statement that they will conduct an investigation against those mentioned in the matrix. The President has spoken and the PNP is now operationalizing the presidential statement even without any written directives. This is chilling. The matrix and or the alleged Oust plot is a form of vilification of those alleged involved therein. This is not a laughing matter because there are serious implications to the security, liberty, and even the life of those named in the matrix. As it is, the government cannot accuse any of those named in the matrix of any wrongdoing. The three are media outfits and their operations as such are protected by the constitutional provisions on the freedom of the press and of free expression. NUPL's advocacy work is guaranteed protection by the constitutional provision on free expression. Its legal work is in accord with the rules of court and of the lawyers of, and is also protected under the United Nations principles on the role of lawyers. All of those included in the matrix are performing functions which are in accordance with democratic principles and norms and cannot be curtailed without violating constitutional and legal principles. In other words, there is no justification at all to charge them by simply doing their functions as journalists and lawyers. The government had to concoct an ouster plot to vilify them. The obvious purpose of the matrix to make the impression that the four groups are about to commit illegal acts designed to oust the present government. This is an accusation intended to vilify or demonize the groups and their members. Experience has shown us that this kind of vilification is a justification and a prelude to an attack. This is the same pattern that we saw in the past. Such pattern was confirmed in the findings of Professor Philip Alston, the former United Nations Special Rapporteur on extrajudicial summary or arbitrary execution in his report to the United Nations Human Rights Council on his February 2000 mission in the Philippines. In his report, Professor Alston observed that the civil society organizations have been tagged as communist organizations, while their leaders and members have been targets of attack under the government's counterinsurgency program. Many of them have experienced various forms of harassment by state forces. Some were killed or abducted. And I quote paragraph 7 of the Alston's report, where he said, "The public vilification of enemies is accompanied by operational measures. The most dramatic illustration is the order of battle approach adopted systematically by the armed forces of the Philippines and in practice often by the PNP. Again, the public vilification was made officially by the Office of the President, and the PNP immediately operationalized it by immediately ordering an investigation. The matrix now serves as order of battle. It must be noted that General Albayalde ordered the investigation even before he had the opportunity to determine the existence and authenticity of the matrix. He is playing his part in the charade. The basis has been laid, the justification has already been provided. It is now for the law enforcement agencies to operationalize it. This is really scary. How can we forget what they did to Senator Diliman, who is languishing in jail for trump-up charges? She was vilified and the DOJ operationalized it. Former Chief Justice Rene also had the same experience. We can also cite what happened to those accused of being involved in the Red October plot, where they named his advocate Ray Claro Casambre and Sator Campo to be involved. Ray Claro Casambre was arrested based on a warrant of arrest issued somewhere in Mindanao. Congressman Ocampo was charged with human trafficking in November of 2018, which was dismissed but was charged instead with other forms of human trafficking. How can we also forget what happened to Attorney Ben Ramos, who was assassinated on November 6, 2018 in Camancalan, Negros Oriental. Prior to his assassination, Attorney Ben's name and picture was included in the poster of alleged individuals with links to the CPP and NPA and were pasted in various places in Negros. As of this date, NUPL has been continuously being vilified and red tagged by the armed forces of the Philippines, notwithstanding the issuance of the writ of amparo by the Supreme Court. It seems that the AFP would rather disavow their accusation in public rather than reserve it during the proceedings in the amparo petition. The judicial forum will never serve their purpose, as in fact it will expose their sham accusation. Just this morning, may lumabas na naman poster sa Cagayan Valley, kasama ang picture ng lawyer namin sa member ng CPP and NPA. Ganun po katindi. It is clear that this government will not fight fair. We are no match to the power it can utilize against us. It will definitely use all its resources to stifle and stamp out dissent. But we know that the people are on our side, and it is the people who will protect us. And through their concerted action, the people will put an end to the prevailing impunity in the country. Thank you.